Hello children, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to continue the same lesson, Who Wants the Water, section 2. Okay, so let's move to the lesson now. So before that, let us all learn the glossary from the section 2. Sniffed, to breathe in air in a noisy way. மோப்பம் பிடித்தல் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Sniffed அப்படின்னா இந்த மாதிரி ஓநாய்கள் நாயெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி மோப்பம் பிடிக்கும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்டு sniffed. Whined, made a high pitched cry. ஊளையிடுறது நாய் இந்த மாதிரி ஓநாய் நரிலாம் ஊளையிடும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்டு whined. Snarled, made a deep angry noise. பல்லை கடித்து உரும்புறது. ஸோ இதுவும் என்ன பண்ணணும்னா நாய்களும் இந்த ஓநாய்களும் பண்ணுறது தான் ஸ்னால்டுன்னு சொல்லுவோம். சோக்டு, கம்ப்ளீட்லி வெட், நனைந்து போன ஊற வைத்த அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். வேலோவ்டு, டு லை அண்ட் ரோல் இன் மட், சேற்றில் புரள்றது. ஓகே, விளையாடுறதுன்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, தட் இஸ் கால்டு வேலோவ்டு. எஸ்பெஷலாக எதை சொல்லுவோம்னா பன்றி எருமையெல்லாம் புரண்டு விளையாடும், தட் இஸ் கால்டு வேலோவ்டு. மல்டிடியூட், எ லார்ஜ் நம்பர் ஆஃப் பீப்புள், கூட்டம், எ லார்ஜ் மெம்பர் ஆஃப் பீப்புள், டூ மச் ஆஃப் பீப்புள், தட் இஸ் கால்டு மல்டிடியூட். ட்ராம்ப்ளிங், crushing, காலால் மிதிக்கிறது, so that is called trampling. Okay, so this is what the glossary from section 2. Okay, so let's move to the section 2 lesson. Okay, a pack of wild dogs catching the scent of boar in the wind came to the spot where he had lain. So in the part 1, the section 1, we have already seen that a small bird was looking for a place to lay her egg, isn't it? Finally the bird found a pit on the ground, so she laid eggs in that, and she flew away with her chicks, isn't it? And also after the bird, who came there? Yes, wild boar. Yeah, kaatu pandri, wild boar came there to sleep in the pit. Okay, because of that, the pit make the small hole into bigger. So after that, after wild boar, a pack of wild dogs now, டாக் அதாவது காட்டு நாய்கள் கூட்டம் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, a pack of wild dogs catching the scent of boar in wind came to the spot where he had lain. So by by smelling the scent of the wild boar, the pack of wild dogs came there to catch it. Okay, the pack of wild dogs came there because of the smell by the wild boar. They reached the spot to catch the wild boar. Who reached the spot? Yes, a pack of wild dogs. They sniffed the circle that was rich with the smell of the animal. Okay, you know how they came here, how a pack of wild dogs came there? By sniffing the smell of the wild boar, isn't it? That's the reason they came here. They came to the spot to catch its prey. And they whined and snarled and dug at the smell as if digging the elusive boar himself out of the ground. The wild dogs thinks that the wild boar is inside the hole. Okay, they think that the inside the hole, and they think that it must be around the pit. So that the wild dog started digging the pit. Because of that, the pit is getting bigger, getting wide. Okay. So finally, they realizing that there was no dinner to be found there, they departed, their noses and tails high in the air. So finally, the pack of wild dogs came to know that they realized that there is nothing in the pit. Actually, why they came here means to catch the wild boar, isn't it? But after digging the pit, they came to know that there is nothing inside the pit. Okay, how they came here? By smelling the scent of the wild boar. But instead, what happens? Nothing is there in the pit. Finally, they came to know that. Finally, they departed. Departed means they left. By making sound, by making sniffed, by making whined. And in doing so, they left the hole a little bigger and wider than they had found it. So because of the wild dogs, the little hole got bigger. Okay, first who has done this? The bird. After that, who came to the spot? Wild boar. After that, a pack of wild dogs. Because of these three characters, the pit is getting bigger கிராஜுவலி, கெட்டிங் பிக்கர் கிராஜுவலி. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அது எல்லாமே என்ன ஆகுது, அந்த பள்ளம் பெருசாகிட்டே போகுது. ஃபஸ்ட்டு அந்த பேர்டு, செகண்டு அந்த வைல்டு போர், அண்ட் தென் ஃபைனலி த வைல்ட் டாக்ஸ். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தட் இட் இஸ் கெட்டிங் பிக்கர் கிராஜுவலி. And then what happened, you will ask. அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க கேட்கலாம், என்ன நடக்குது அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க கேட்கலாம். Do other animals come along? அதுக்கப்புறம் எதனா அனிமல்ஸ் வந்துச்சா அப்படின்னு நான் கேட்கலாம். கண்டிப்பா கேட்கலாம், because it is happening because of the animal, one by one, isn't it? So finally, let's see what is going to happen next. They do indeed. கண்டிப்பா அடுத்தது என்ன வரப்போகுது, ஒரு அனிமல் தான் வரப்போகுது. My child, I told you the whole had a story to tell. Not long after, the rains come. I told you, children, the pit has got a huge story, to tell. Okay, so let's see what is going to happen next. After a few days, it started raining there. It was raining, and it poured, and only those of us who have seen the monsoon will know what that means. You know what does mean by poured and poured? That means it is raining so heavily. It is raining heavily. Okay, that means the rain is pouring. The rain is pouring. Pouring பயங்கரமா மழை பெய்யுது அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, so when it happens after a few days. It rained without stopping for 3 days and 3 nights, and the dry earth soaked up the moisture as a hungry puppy laps up milk. How long it has been raining? Yes, it has been raining for almost 3 days and 3 nights. Okay, so it is raining like that. And finally what happens? The earth is soaked. அந்த earth என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு? soakedனா நனைஞ்சிடுச்சு ஊறிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். And the earth is drinking the water like as an hungry puppy laps up milk. ஒரு பசியா இருக்கிற ஒரு நாய்க்குட்டி எப்படி அதனுடைய பாலை தாய்கிட்ட குடிக்குமோ அந்த மாதிரி the earth is drinking the water. Laps up, drinking the water. What is that? The earth, because it is so dry, no, that is why. Let's see what happened next. The whole earth smelled wet and fresh, and even the normal serious looking people in the village went around with smiles on their faces. You know, the people from the village, they were really disappointed because they don't get any rain, isn't it? They don't have any rain. The entire place is soaked and parched. The entire land is so parched and dry. Because of that rain, the entire people from the village became so happy, isn't it? It is raining after a very long time, isn't it? So that the people of the village became so happy by seeing the rain, by seeing the entire place around the place. The hole is the ground collected the water that fell around its edges. The grass grew a bigger, brighter green. So after that, I told you there was a pit in the ground, isn't it? So the little pit has collected a lot of rainy water. Okay, because of that, the rainy water collected into the pit, into the little hole. Around the hole, around the pit, there were grass started growing. The grass started growing around the pit. Soon, buffaloes discovered the grassy spot, and as buffaloes want to do, they wallowed in the puddly water, turning the hole into a muddy pit. Okay, so after this rain, some buffaloes were passing through the way. The buffaloes saw the pit filled with water, so the buffaloes went there to take bath. Okay, they started getting into the pit to enjoy themselves, isn't it? Buffaloes love water. Why? To enjoy themselves, isn't it? So that is how the buffaloes are doing. They got into the pit with the rainy water. They started making wallowedனா அது விளையாடிக்கிட்டு புரண்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்குது எதில் அந்த கொட்டையில் இருக்கிற அந்த தண்ணியில். Who is doing like this? Yes, the buffaloes. Okay, what they are doing? They are wallowing in the puddly water. அந்த தண்ணி, அந்த மழை தண்ணியில் அது என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குன்னா உருண்டுக்கிட்டு விளையாடிட்டு இருக்கு. Because of that, the pit has gotten bigger. அந்த பஃபலோஸால என்ன பண்ணுது, அதனுடைய பள்ளம் பெருசாகிக்கிட்டே போகுது. ஒரு சின்ன பள்ளமாக இருந்தது, ஒரு பறவையால் உருவானது. அடுத்தது யாரால் உருவாச்சு? வைல்டு போரால் உருவாச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறமா யாரால் உருவாச்சு? வைல்ட் டாக்ஸ். அதுக்கப்புறமா பஃபலோஸ். See, it is getting bigger gradually by animals, isn't it? It is happening gradually. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அது என்ன பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்குது, பெருசாகிக்கிட்டே இருக்குது. I was not there to see, but I am told that many afternoons did the buffaloes gather, and thus with a multitude of hooves trampling the soil, the pit that was once a tiny depression widened and grew and became a little watering hole. So I told you already, because of the buffaloes, as they are wallowing into the puddly water, the pit is getting bigger, isn't it? The already buffaloes are bigger in size. So when they are playing into the water, what will happen? It is getting bigger. So that is what happening in the pit. It is getting widened. அப்படியே பெருசாகிட்டே போகுது. It is getting bigger. பெருசாகிட்டே போயிட்டு இருக்கு. And they all lived happily ever after. You will say in glee. நீங்கள் சொல்லலாம் அதுக்கப்புறமா எல்லாரும் எல்லாம் சந்தோஷமா வாழ்ந்தாங்க அப்படி சொல்லலாம். But that rarely happens in real tale, my dear. There is more to go, so you will have to wait a while. Okay, this story is not ending here. This story, it will be continuing. Okay. So what happens next we shall see in the next video, and also we are going to complete the sentences given below with words and phrases. Okay, listen children, they have given some dash here, we have to fill it up. Okay, the wild dogs came to the spot to catch what? Why the wild dogs came to the spot? You have to say the answer. Okay, the rains came and poured. How long it has been pouring? You have to say that. The whole earth smelled dash and dash. After the rain, how the earth smelled? The hole in the ground was filled with dash. The buffaloes dash in the hole. The hole became dash and dash. So listen children, you have to fill it up. So I will tell you the answer next. Okay, so this is what the answer. The wild dogs came to the spot to catch the wild boar. எதை பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு அவங்க வந்துச்சுங்க அந்த வைல்ட் டாக்ஸ்? அந்த வைல்டு போர், அந்த காட்டு பன்னியை பிடிக்கிறதுக்காக தான் அந்த வைல்ட் டாக்ஸ் தே கேம் டு த ஸ்பாட். The rains came and poured for 3 days and 3 nights. How long it has been pouring? Yeah, it has been pouring for 3 days and 3 nights. So that is the answer. The whole earth smelled wet and fresh. Yes, the earth, after the rain, the entire earth smelled wet and fresh. The hole in the ground was filled with what? With water. The buffaloes wallowed in the hole. Wallowed என்னது? அதில் புரண்டுக்கிட்டு விளையாடிக்கிட்டு இருந்துச்சுங்க. The hole became widened and grew, isn't it? Yeah, because of that buffaloes, the hole, the pit has become widened and grew. So this is what the answer. Listen children. So let's continue this lesson in this next video.